Let's go to page 412, and this is lesson 9-3. The objective of this lesson is to learn the relationship between the focus, directrix, vertex, and axis of parabola and the equation of the parabola. So on page 412, there's an important picture on Okay, so you need to know all the parts of the parabola. So this point over here, this is called the vertex. And this line over here, this is called the directrix. And this line through the center, this is the center of the graph. So these two halves would be reflection of each other. So this is called the axis. And there's a point over here, it's called a focus. Okay. Now, over here, this distance over here, this is the distance A. This is the distance A. And when you're going across from the focus, okay, this is 2A right over here, this is 2A. So basically you have is you're gonna get two squares over here. Okay. So you see that because this is A, so this is 2A, this is 2A. So the opening, this opening at the focus is 4A. Okay, so again, the vertex is going to keep, so vertex, focus, and directrix will be your major feature of the graph. Okay. Now the equation for parabola depends on what direction it's opening to. So I'm going to do a little bit different from this book. Okay? So when you have graphs going this way, that's the y direction. So in this case, and this point over here, this is your h and k. The coordinate of your vertex, okay, is h and k. So in this case, your equation would be, so this is in the y direction. So what you're going to have is you have this kind of situation. So this side, so when you complete a square, the complete square goes on the left hand side. Everything else goes to the right hand side. And whatever this tells you the direction of that. So if it's open to the y will go over here, and the x will be over here. And this would be minus h, this would be minus k. And this number over here, this is 4a. Okay? So this number over here is 4a, which is the opening of this graph at the focus. So this number would be the opening at the f. Okay, now if the graph, so if this is negative, it will be opening upside down at like sad face. Okay? Now if the graph is opening this way, okay, and the vertex is over here, okay, so it's opening in the x direction. In that case, so again, this is your template. So if it's opening in the x direction, the x rate goes over here. So this tells you what direction this tells you the direction of the opening of the graph, and this tells you the width, the opening at the f. So you can 4a, this number over here, that is this one over here. Okay? And so if the x go over here, then y will go over here, and so this would be minus h, and this would be minus k. So you got two forms, depends on what direction it's opening to. So again, so once you complete the square, everything that is not part of the perfect square, it goes on the other side. And you need to factor out whatever the coefficient of the x and put over here. And so that this tells you that this open to the x direction, and this is the width of the opening at the focus. Okay, so again, this is opening to the y direction, right, opening the y direction, and this tells you the opening at the f. So this is the 4a. Okay, so this is the 4a. So 4a tells you the opening over here. And the a is the distance over here. So a is the distance. So a is the distance between the focus and the vertex. okay, and it's between the vertex and here. Now the definition of parabola means any point on the graph is equal distance to the focus and the directrix. So like this over here, see, equal to distance to the focus and the directrix. This point over here, see, is equal distance to the focus and the directrix. So like this point over here, okay, so the distance to the focus and the directrix will be equal. So that's the definition of the parabola. Any point on the graph, okay, the distance from the graph to the focus and to the directrix are always equal. And because the point, all the point on the graph is equal distance to the focus and the directrix. Therefore, if you go to the center, this would be the midpoint of these, right? So you can see the equal distance. So from here to here is A, from here to here is A. So again, this point is equal distance. So all the point on the graph is equal distance to the focus and to the directrix. Okay. So again, definition, so let's sum up. So definition of parabola is all the points on the graph is equal distance to the focus and to the directrix. And the distance between focus is called A, and the distance between the vertex to the directrix is also A. So this is A, this is A, and over here this is 2A, 2A, so give you total 4A. Okay. So these are the basic information you need to be familiar with the parabola. Okay, so now let's go and do some examples. Now, when you're doing this kind of problem, it's very important to sketch out your information. Okay, it's very important to sketch out information. It helps you to visualize and able to do the problem. Okay, so on page 413, example 1, it says the vertex of the parabola. So write down all your information. So vertex is a -5, 1. And the directrix, and notice how I write this, right? Directrix is y equal to -2. So make sure you know how to write this. Okay, so what you want to do is go and sketch it out. So from here you're looking for the focus. Okay? So but let's go and sketch it out. So vertex is a -5, 1. So it's your vertex -5, 1. The directrix is y equal to -2. Okay, so that's your directrix. So the directrix is y equal to -2. Okay, and you want to draw your arrow to indicate that your the x-axis, y-axis. That way you don't get confused between the two. Okay. Okay. So now you can see that this is equal to 3, so A equal to 3, right? So if the directrix is over here and vertex, remember vertex is a halfway point, is a midpoint between the F and the directrix, right? So if A equal to 3, you go up 3 to get the F. Okay? So you have to sketch out to help you to visualize. And therefore the focus would be equal to -5, comma 4. Okay? And that's your answer. So again, when you sketch out, and by knowing the relationship between all the parts, you can look at the graph and figure out the answer. Okay. Okay, let's go and do example 2. Okay, it says from the equation of parabola having the focus at 0, -2, and the directrix of x equal to 3. Okay, and you're looking for the equation. You want to draw the graph. Okay, and the axis of symmetry. Okay, so example 2. Again, let's go and sketch things out. Okay, so that's your y-axis, x-axis. Okay, so F is 0, -2. Okay, directrix is x equal to 3. Okay, so from here, so you need to find the vertex. So vertex is right over here. So the V is halfway in between, right? So you can see that the vertex over here is going to be, and so this is halfway between, so you can just go and take half of that, so it would be 1.5 or 3 over 2, comma, negative 2. Okay? And also from here, you can see that the A equal to 1.5 or 3 over 2. Okay, so those are your information. So with this information, you can write your equation. Okay, because notice the graph. Okay, so A equal to that, so 4A times by 4 4A equal to 6. Okay, that means from here you go up 3, go down 3, right? Because again, remember from this is 2A, 2A give you total 4A, right? Okay, so 4A equal to, so A equal to 3 over 2, 4A equal to 6, right? Times by 4, you get that. So that means you're going to get 3 here, and so that's your graph. Okay? And your axis will go through here. So your axis would be y equal to negative 2. So your axis would be y equal to negative 2. Directrix, again, notice how I write this, right? So you're going to A colon, D colon. Okay? So axis is y equal to negative 2. Directrix is x equal to 3. Okay, so now we're ready to write our equation. Okay, so this is open in a, so again, you get your template ready. Okay, so that's your template. Now this is open in the x direction, right? It's negative x, so but it's x. So put x over here. That's the direction. Okay, and if x over here means y have to be over here, right? And the vertex, okay, you have to watch your x and the y, right? So this is your h and the k. So this is how to go with the x. So it would be minus 3 over 2. And this would be plus 2. Right? You have to take the opposite. Right? When you set this equal to 0, when you solve, you get that. Right? And this number is 4a. So you got 4a equal to 6. You put 6 over here. And now you have to be careful. Notice this is the negative x direction. So you have to put negative. Okay? Because it's negative direction. If it's opening that way, it's positive. So again, this is the opening is 6. Right? You can figure it out, right? The opening is 6, so it's 4a. So this is a 4a, goes over here. But again, this is opening in a negative direction, so you have to put negative over here. Okay? And so this is your equation. Now the book kind of have this down here, and they kind of flip it over. But I would prefer that you learn this way, because when you go up in math, you normally want to use this format, okay, rather than what you see over there. Okay. Okay, on page 414, you have two forms. Again, we covered that already. Okay, and notice again, I do the switching. In the book they do a little bit differently. So that's going to use this technique. Okay, and not follow the book. Okay, let's go to example 3. It says, find the vertex, focus, directrix, and axis of symmetry of the parabola and graph the parabola. So you got y squared minus 12x minus 2y plus 25 equal to 0. So what you want to do is you want to complete the square. So notice the square is the y. So that means you have to move everything that is not y over to the other side. So you need to plus 12x plus 12x. So this is gone, and minus 25, minus 25, so this is gone. So you got y squared minus 2y. Again, to complete a square, you need to keep a blank space over here. Okay? And then after that, you're going to get your perfect square. Again, get your template ready. So from this, you're going to get y. From this, you're going to get minus 1, right? So again, you complete a square. So minus 1. So that means you need to plus 1 over here. Now, if you plus 1 over here, you need to plus 1 over here. So you're going to get 12x minus 24. Okay. Now, next thing is you have to do is whatever the number over here, you need to factor it out. So you're going to get y minus 1 squared, factor out of 12, so you're going to get x minus 2. Okay. So from here, you're going to get vertex is going to be at 2, 1, right? That's your vertex. And you're going to get 4a equal to 12. Right, that's your 4a. So divide by 4, so a equal to 3. So here are your important informations. Okay? So very important information. So now let's go and sketch it out so we can find all the stuff. Okay. Oh, by the way, also notice that this is going to open in the x direction. So graph is going to open this way, right? Because x is over here. So graph is going to open in the x direction. Okay, so example 3. Let's go and sketch these things out. Okay. So you always plot your vertex. Vertex is your key point. So it's 2, 1. So that's your vertex at 2, 1. Okay. And now this open in the x direction. So and a equal to 3. So that means a. So you go 3 in the x direction. Again, this x direction. So you go 3 go 3 again. So see the a equal to 3. So you go 3 in the x direction. Okay, so that would be your f. And you go 3 this way, and this would be your directrix. This would be your d. Okay? Okay, let's go and get all our stuff. Okay, and also, see the 12? That's the opening is 12. That means at the focus, the opening is 12. That means you have to go 6 up this way and 6 down this way to get an opening of 12. Right? See the 12? That's your opening at the f. So your graph is going to be in this way. Okay? And the f would be, if you just count your squares, so this would be 5, 1. Okay? And the axis, so here's your axis. So axis would be y equal to 1, right? Again, just look at the graph. Directrix would be x equal to -1. That's going to run out of space. This is why better. So directrix would be x equal to -1. Okay, now let's go and make sure we answer every part, right? It says from the vertex, okay, we got that. From the focus, we got that. From the directrix, we got that. And the axis of symmetry, we got that. And the graph, we graph that. So that's it. Okay? So again, it's very important you get all your information together and then you can sketch and you can visualize. Okay, let's go to example 4. It's from the equation the parabola has a vertex at 4, 2 and a directrix at y equal to 5. Again, if you can sketch out, it helps you to visualize, then you make things a lot easier to figure it out. Okay? Okay, so the vertex is 4, 2. So the vertex is 4, 2. And direction is y equal to 5. Okay, so this is your y-axis, this is your x-axis. So y equal to 5, so it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and remember y equal to number is horizontal. So that's your directrix, y equal to 5. Okay, so now you can see that, over here you can see that a equal to 3. Okay. And so you go, so this is your A, so you have to do the A to get, you do the same thing. So 3 over here, so it had to be 3 over here. So F will equal to 3, equal to 4, comma, -1. Okay? And so from here you can see that A equal to 3. Okay? And so 4A equal to 12, right? So that means you have to go 6 this way. You don't want to do, these are extras, okay? It doesn't ask you to find the graph, but you can do it just to be able to see it. Okay, so anyway, so now you're ready to get your equation. Okay, notice the graph is in the y direction. Okay, so notice in the negative y direction, so right away you're going to have negative y. Now this is negative y direction, so you're going to get negative y. And so if the y goes over here, that means x goes over here. Your vertex is your h and k, so So the 4 and 2, see the 4 comma 2, so it'd be minus 4 minus 2. Okay? And then over here is the 4a, so a go to 3, and so 4a is 12, so put 12 over here, and that's your equation. Okay? And that's it. So make sure you sketch it out, and if you know the relationship between all the parts, and you can get the equation. So make sure you're familiar with this picture over here, know where all the parts are,